day, or creating a business online is not necessarily easy, but it can be done and is very profitable once done properly. I just want you to look out into the ocean. We're here in Clearwater, Florida, Clearwater Beach. And I just want you to look at the skies, look at the birds, look at the waves coming in. I like to call that freedom. I like to call that natural flowing freedom. And it's something that you can have in your daily life. It's a situation that you have to want it though. You have to build it, you have to create it, and you have to take advantage of it. I'm going to share a story with you that happened to me a couple years ago and how I even got down to Florida. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I was from a middle class family, and I had gotten a full ride to Howard University. But school wasn't just for me. It just wasn't for me. So I ended up leaving Howard University after 2 years, going back home for about a year and a half, and then started my journey to Florida. I packed up a 1991 Ford Tempo. I told my parents, I see you when I see you, and I went down there with absolutely nothing. I had no foundation, I had no parents, I had no family. All I had was somebody that I thought was going to be my future wife. And when I went down there, I ended up in Orlando. This was back in 2000. And ended up in Orlando, and I was supposed to meet my girlfriend at the time. We were moving together to Orlando because she didn't want to move to St. Louis, and I didn't want to move with her parents down in Bradenton, Florida. So we said, okay, we have a meeting spot in Orlando. We had an apartment. I had transferred my job down there and everything. But things didn't go well, so I ended up going to Orlando by myself. And when I got to Orlando, I ended up in what they called Spanish Town. And everybody spoke Spanish. No matter their skin color, they spoke Spanish. I went to a guy who was darker than I was, and I tried to ask him where I was at, and he couldn't understand nothing that I was saying. So my hunt began. Me becoming a man began. Because I told myself I wasn't going to go back home with my tail between my legs. I was going to make something of my life. So I ended up still wanting to be with this girl. So I ended up having this job in Maitland, Florida. And I was traveling to Bradenton, Florida, which is about an hour and 15 minutes to and from. So an hour and 15 minutes in the morning to get to work. And then I had to drive after I put in 8-9 hours, an hour and 15 minutes to where she was at. Something that I didn't want to do from the start. But I had to do it because I had to have somebody in my life that I knew. Okay? So therefore, I was only making $8-9 an hour. So I started mixing and mingling with people at my job, and they told me of a place that had better opportunity at this collection agency. Well, it was actually a financial institution named Ocwen. Ocwen gave me about $13-14 an hour to work. They had commissions. The top commission was $900 a month. I thought that was awesome. I thought that was the end all. I didn't think I would see anything else like that. I'm thinking I'm 21 years old with $13-14 an hour and $900 commissions I can make on top of that. I thought that was everything. But at the same token, I end up worked there for a little while and made a few friends, and I was really ready for a change. So one of the managers there had moved to Tampa, Florida. And after about 2-3 weeks in Tampa, Florida, he called me up. He was like, Jacoby, are you really ready to make some money? He said, Jacoby, are you really ready to make some money? And I'm excited now. I'm excited all over the phone. I'm smiling. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about, making some money? And he was like, are you really ready to make unlimited commissions and collections? I said, I'm all about it. Now I already knew how to do the industry of collections. I knew the script. I knew how to persuade. I knew how to negotiate. So this is when the industry and the economy was up. This is before the crash, so there was a lot of money to be made in this industry. So 2 weeks later, I took the interview, went down there and drove back, and I was ready to go. And it also brought me closer to the girl that I was with at the time in Bradenton. It was a 45-minute commute back and forth. So it was 45 minutes there after I got off work, 45 minutes when I got back. In the morning to get to work. So all the while that this was going on, she ended up getting pregnant by another guy. Okay? And this devastated me wholly because I had nobody to turn to, nothing to go to or anything. And the place that I was staying was her house. So, and I mean, where she was staying at wasn't a great house. It was basically you go in the front door and the back door is right there in your face. So it was in the hood, in the streets. It was nothing that you wanted to see. But I learned something from that. I learned how to be on my own. I learned how to get some strength behind me as a man. And I knew that I wasn't going to give up. I knew that this is the start of something that was fresh, that was new, and I had to go through the worst part of it to get the best part of it. So when all was said and done, I had asked, I said, take me to Tampa and drop me off to Tampa. I was dropped off to Tampa with one duffel bag and the clothes that I had on my back. Not a place to stay, not a person that I knew, not nothing. I ended up meeting some guy at my job and I asked him, can I stay on your couch for 1 week? I said, all I need is 1 week. And he said, you can stay on my couch for 2 weeks. So the next step after that, I called my parents. I was like, I need a place to stay and have this apartment. I said, I would pay you back in 30 days. They gave me the money, ended up getting a place of my own. I didn't have no furniture, no nothing. I didn't know how the lights or the water was going to get turned on, but I got the place. I ended up getting off the couch in about a week. I got my place that I had and was able to move in there within the next 30 days. And I paid my parents back within the next 45 days. And this is the reason why, because I took action. I did what I needed to do to make the money that I needed to make to start a new life. I got my first $3,000 commission in that first 30 days. And this was in a offline business in a collection agency field. This wasn't an online business where we're attracting people to come to us and join our business. This was something that was built and created by somebody else. It gave me the opportunity and I took action for the opportunity. And the reason why I took action because I needed to. I didn't have another way. So my thing is saying, take action in your life today. Take action. Enjoy the freedom. This is me 7 years ago. This is me 7 years ago. Take action today and enjoy your life. Build your life. Start a new life. Start new. Hit the button below. Join me in this journey. Join me in this journey and I will show you how to take your life from where you are today and create a magnificent life that you never thought you would have. Join me, but you don't have to. You don't have to click the button below. You can stay in the same situation. You can watch us grow and cheer us on and say, oh, I remember when I seen his first video when he was telling me to join him in his journey, and now look at him now. You can wait for that because that's going to happen. But I'm telling you to join me now so we can do it together. Hit the button below. Hit the button below. And I know that you're ready to start your new life. I know that you want more from your life. And I can show you how to obtain it. And you can do it with me. You can come out here every single weekend. You can spend more time with your family. You can spend more time watching your kids grow. You can spend less energy, worry about bills, stress, and all that other stuff. Just hit that button below and I'll see you on the inside. In my fridge.